Good morning, everyone. Welcome back for the pre-market outlook discussion for the date of 20th January 2026. The observation what we had yesterday based on the behavior of NIFTY, though it has clearly opened and sustained below the level we have discussed for the day yesterday, that was a 25,600 zone. It should not actually sustain below to that level in larger time frame starting 1 hour like we have discussed. But it has opened and sustained and not even retested the 600 zone after that opening. And more than that, it has made a low of 25,400 and odd. That was near to the previous recent low, that was near to the 25,450. The proof how the 25,449 as a level we have been keep mentioning in reports, discussing as well. That was acted yesterday also. Which means what? The construction before that was actually experienced like a resistance point, and after that many times provided the support around that same 25,449 level during the November particularly we can say. So that was still acted till yesterday. So it would be in the way to observe how the construction made by these levels, the concreteness about that particular support levels and all still being acting means it should be decisively broke. And after that breakout or a breakdown on the downside, we can see the significant movement on the same direction. So this time it is, of course, the downside movement we are expecting once it breaks the 25,449, which may not be happening even today if it is trying to hold yesterday's low as support. For that only we have mentioned some important strategies here that can be discussed now. See, the recovery for the day was actually somewhat a fades. Structure also got weakened. That was mentioned in the phrase space. So despite a recovery, it has shown in the evening or late session after 2 o'clock, the recovered points and all got again shattered like anything and gave up all the recovery gains point and made the Nifty to close weaker again. So that was a consecutive close again, the second time with a consecutive 2 days of close below 25,740. That was also noted by the market's behavior. So these and all the proof one can see the weakness about the current structure for the markets, which is actually currently overreacted by the buy and dip strategy, and which is now slowly getting deteriorated in terms of interest, environment, as well as in the buying volume. But on the other side, the breakdown basis selling and all actually trying to give away or make a path for the sellers. And if it is so, already the 25,740 proven, 25,700 as a whole psychological part also proved its value. And overall, the 25,600 as a support we have maintained, that also broken yesterday. See how many instances we are taking for giving confirmation on the downside or weakness about the current trend. After these three kind of behavior analyzed, the next one we should keenly watch would be on the side of 25,449. In case if it is getting broken also, it is no need to close below 25,449 this time. If it is getting broken itself again, one get the confirmation for the downside movement towards 25,365. That will be the next important support to be broken. So in this manner only, the today's trading strategies can be made, and going forward, provided if the 25,449 broken, means you can make the additional shorts or utilize the bounces and all, if any, like yesterday happening. Nothing to worry for the short sellers, because that bounce may be a fragile one that will not be leading to give a confirmed upside based signal or turnaround based signal for the traders. So that kind of bounces can also be utilized to additionally increasing the short, or additionally by shelling the short Nifty or a bank Nifty, whether the stocks individually also can be done at them. So these are all the strategies. So the opening trend may be in the way of giving a muted one, or a very sluggish manner, subdued manner we can expect. Despite the mixed trend, mostly inclined with the negative side for the global markets, because of economic oriented data announcements for domestic and international, and earnings of many companies actually being announced in this week. So that also driving. Along with these points, our market currently in the cusp of making a clear direction by the way of giving a breakdown, or otherwise a breakout. If it is so, 25,740 above, then Nifty should close at particularly for 2 consecutive sessions, it should actually prove. Then only we can see the turnaround based upsides can be expected. Until then, volatility may drive, and the range bound actions also now and then can witness. But however, the trend is currently with a weaker manner and lesser conviction on the higher side, and the interest is getting increased while the breakdown is happening. So these are all the scenarios togetherly one can take before taking the trading decisions. So after opening, the level should be watched out would be like 25,740. This is the important resistance for the day. Even it may be working for upcoming sessions until it is getting broken on decisive manner. Once it breaks 25,800, immediately followed to resist the upward attempt. And even it is breaking the interim resistance of 25,800. It may not be moving further high. Anyhow, the 25,900 as a hard capping point can be expected. So by the way of knowing this much of struggle, the upside momentum can be experienced, means one should be lighter in the long positions or avoid going long on the higher basis. Better to book the profit or at least reduce the positions if you are highly having, by utilizing the bounces till the decisive break about 25,900 happens. After 25,900 only we can see the momentum will be building only for the long side. Otherwise, it will be attracting the selling based on the bounce it is giving. On the lower side, in case the 25,449 getting broken, as mentioned earlier, 25,365 will be seen in today's trend itself, provided it should break 25,449. From the positional aspect, we can see that 25,740 will be acting as the interim range shift zone for the Nifty, and consecutive close above 25,740 is required to make a turnaround towards 26,000. Even more than that also can be expected once the prediction met by closing about 25,740. Conversely, in case if it is closing below to that 25,449 in at least one day also, yeah, additional strength for the sellers will be indicated There onwards, the 3 to 4% of correction may get additional way of confirmation, even though it has already got by the way of closing below 25,740. See how much of clarity based on the levels we are having for you and all. You can easily make your positional trading or intraday trading based on the levels along with the strategies we are providing. So the sectors like a bank, energy, metal, pharma, multinational corporations, realty, FMCG can be focused, as these are all expected to move the markets on either way today, particularly on the negative side means, or the selling side if you want to focus on means, sectors like energy, oil and gas, automobile, bank, finance can be focused. Even real estate also can be focused on the selling side. FMCG, pharmaceuticals and all may be focused based on the positive opportunities or long based opportunities. On the stocks front, the news-based stocks from the earnings outcome include LTI, Mindtree, Hindustan Zinc, Punjab National Bank, Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited, IRFC, Havels India, Tata Capital, Oberoi Realty. These are all the core stocks one can focus to meet an enhanced trading prospects. Today's earnings corner from the companies like Persistent Systems, SRF, ITC Hotels, United Spirits, Gujarat Gas, DCM Shriram, AU Small Finance Bank, and Rallis India. Amongst those many companies available in the way of observing the earnings, these are all the core companies we have listed. That also can be utilized for making your day trading opportunities. Keeping stop loss discipline across all positions is inevitable here for all the traders amidst elevated volatility the markets are providing. Don't forget to maintain stop loss. That's it from today's pre-market discussion. Keep the levels strategies we have discussed before taking the trades. Thank you for participating in today's session. We'll meet again tomorrow in the same pre-market outlook session. Wishing everyone to have a productive trading day.